All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynast Amir, search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining. And guys, I just want to thank you guys. You too, Taiwo. I just want to thank everybody for supporting me. It really means a lot. Number one, supporting me through my coronavirus ordeal. And then number two, just supporting me in general, just coming into the stream, super chatting, cash apping, coming on the tours, sending me emails, how I inspire you. It means a lot. So I definitely want to thank you guys for that. I have my sister Taiwo on with us with Global African Investors Alliance. And, today's topic is going to be why Nigeria is becoming a hot investment destination. At one time, people weren't considering Nigeria because of all these stereotypes. But now people are starting to have a more open mind and see the true opportunity in Nigeria. And I keep telling people, number one, Nigerians have more money than you think. I mean, the richest black people, let's see, the richest black people on the planet are Nigerian. They have Gote. I mean, the list goes on. And just Oshala, I mean, it's a lot. DJ Cuppy's father, I forgot his name. No, DJ Cuppy.
Yes, I don't follow her, but yeah, that girl.
I forgot her father. And just in general, Nigerians have money. They have money. I mean, they have money to spend. So, you number two, it's the largest black population on the planet. Number three, they have the largest diaspora on the planet. So it's just when you look at the facts and figures when it comes to Nigeria, it doesn't make sense why people count out Nigeria when it comes to investing, because there are just a ton of opportunities in Nigeria. I mean, they just found gold in Osun State. I mean, It's just farmland is inexpensive to get in. Again, if you could offer Nigerian products to the diaspora, they will definitely buy from you. So it's just all the way around real estate. I mean, all the way around. It just makes sense because again, you're dealing with the largest black population on the planet, largest black diaspora. They say, Taiwan. See, there's really no true system to really account for Nigerian wealth, but they say Black America, I guess the spending power is like a couple trillion, but I think a lot of that is based on credit.
Yeah. Okay.
Now in Nigeria, there's really no credit system.
No.
So if you really want to look at it pound for pound, if you take away the credit, Nigerians are doing very well.
I agree.
So Taiwo, go ahead and introduce yourself. Well, before we get started, hold on. If you're looking for a home-based business dealing with gold, start your own gold franchise, give me a call. Go to dynastamir.com. Go to dynastamir.com. And then we have tours coming up. Hopefully, we could travel by at least end of June internationally. Go ahead.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So going to Nigeria, Osun Festival in August. No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So going to Nigeria, end of August, Osun Festival, August 13th to the 19th. If you want to come, email me. Then go to dynastamir.com. And then also to Sierra Leone, Dynast Amir Black collaboration, Sierra Leone, December 4th through 12th. So we're going to have a great time. So without further ado, Taiwo, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Dynast, for bringing me back on your show.
You're welcome. Falajiki. Is it a chat?
Hey, Falajiki, how are you?
Falajiki.
Bawundi. So yes, as some of you probably know, I'm a huge advocate for Nigeria, which is obviously my country. And the reason why I am going very, very hard as a diasporan is because I've been lied to. I've been lied to for a very, very long time. I left Nigeria when I was about 10 years old. And I didn't return until way into my 20s. And when I went back, between the age of 10 and the age of 20, I would say 27, I only returned twice.
Wow.
And the second time I returned was to bury my dad, and I didn't want to come back. I was so devastated because I had the impression that I knew that I had missed on so many things, and I do not want to, I don't want to lay on my laurels and just pretend that I did not miss out. I did miss out on a big time. And Nigeria has changed. The Nigeria that my mother, left, is completely different from Nigeria that I see today. We talk about Nigerians that's so dangerous, Nigeria's this, Nigeria's that, Nigeria's scammers, which is all a lie. As I said, we are the biggest, population, Black population on the continent, the biggest diaspora as well. So we are pretty much everywhere.
Now, can I interject real quick? I just have to address this comment. I'm so sorry. Prince Dynast, I hope that you are not leading African Americans into horrific experiences that can be avoided. You don't have the infrastructure on the ground in Nigeria to protect one's investments. Let me address something. If you only knew the amount of Americans that are getting scammed here in America, you have, in fact, look up the story of Clinton Portis, football player that played for the Washington Redskins, and he played for he might have played for the Miami Dolphins as well. His agent scammed him of all of his money. Was he able to recover any of his money? Absolutely not. The only thing that happened to his agent was, I think he can't be an agent anymore. Then you have, the guy with the Ponzi scheme that's in jail right now. What's his name? What's his name? Huge, biggest Ponzi scheme ever. Out of New York. Hold on, let me look it up. Did any of the victims get any of their money back? So you have a ton of scams and people losing out of their money here in America, and they don't get any of their money back. But then but we'll still invest in America. We still have trust in America. But when we're talking about Nigeria, here's the first thing that happens. Oh, scam this, scam that, scam this, scam that. As if you're saying Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
billions of dollars. Billions.
I mean, the 2008 economic collapse of the whole world was started by the Wall Street. You've got the biggest scammers in your trading all your pensions, all your monies, legally in America, which is called the Wall Street. So please don't tell me about scamming. This what is going on around the world at this point in time. A lot of businesses, millions of businesses are going to collapse because of this. This is not coming out from Nigeria. This is coming out from the West.
Right.
China, America, or whatever. I don't know. We don't know what is what is going on. But do not believe the propaganda of what people say, about Nigeria. For example, I actually posted something on my Facebook page a couple of days ago. They found 37 Chinese illegals living in Uganda. They stole hundreds of phones and they were literally scamming people around the world.
Right.
And these are Chinese people living illegally in Uganda. And when it's going to be reported, it's going to be reported as Nigerian scams.
Right. And what's crazy, Taiwo, the largest Nigerian scammer was this white guy in Louisiana that was posing as a Nigerian scammer. Swear to God, look it up. Look it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I absolutely know. Is it not this grandpa, this old guy?
Yeah, the old white guy.
The old white guy. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I know about that. Absolutely. Everything is Nigerian scams. I mean, how many? I mean, look at the most successful business people in the UK. Black people are Nigerians. The most successful Black business owners in America. When it comes to being doctors, being lawyers, being etc., they are Nigerians. But you don't want to talk about those people. You want to talk about the few ones that are being, the propaganda against Nigeria. So just forget about it. It's just.
Yeah, all right, go ahead and continue. I just have to address that. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that got me heated, honestly.
Okay, don't worry about it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you don't have to, because that comes up every time. Whenever people see my name, or when I say I'm Nigerian, Nigerians can come pops to their mind, and that really pisses me off. But
Yeah. Hey
anyway,
guys, make sure you hit that like button as you come to the chat room as well. Please hit the like button. Hit that like button. I'll go ahead. Sorry, Taiwo.
okay. So Nigeria, is has got over 200 million population, and biggest diaspora outside the African continent. So yes, we there is we've got that financial power that many people do not often pay attention to. I know that Ghana has been a lot in the media in the
Right.
last couple of years due to the political focus. But do not neglect Nigeria either. Nigeria is a big lion, and the opportunities in Nigeria are just endless, just endless. I was speaking with one of my clients the other day, and we're talking about bringing in solar panels, getting into the is an engineer, talking about bringing solar panels to the distribution world, food distribution. And the ideas was just popping. I mean, if an engineer, an electrician wants to come to Nigeria, the time it would take that electrician to become a zillionaire is a fraction of what it would take him. It would take him 500 lifetime to become a zillionaire in America.
Uh-huh.
If in Nigeria and most African countries, you don't even need to reinvent anything, just copy and paste. Let's just look at what the Chinese are doing. The Chinese are doing just copy and paste. Nigerians, the African diaspora, come to Nigeria, just copy and paste. You don't need to reinvent anything. Copy
Right.
and paste, and you make it.
Absolutely. And not even that, just black people in general are very innovative and creative.
Exactly.
And then, like I said, when you look at China, all they do is copy and paste and just reproduce in mass. And yeah,
Absolutely.
I just think the issue is keeping that ingenuity in Nigeria. That's the problem. How do we fix that, Taiwo?
Again, the power lies in the diaspora. Because the thing is, as you probably notice, when you go to Nigeria, you see things that the people living there can't see. You see
Right.
the opportunities that are there that people are running away from, but they can't see the gold in their own backyard. When I came to your first tour with you last year, which was fantastic, by the way,
Thank you.
I got everything I needed from it. I got my spiritual connection back to the motherland. I got my business ideas just popped out. That tour was just fantastic. So anybody that is looking to venture to Nigeria, I would say just hop on Dynast show, Dynast tour. He's got a very good team on the ground. Falajiki is one of them. Fantastic dude.
Shout out to Falajiki, my brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Very solid team, and they're very well organized and authentic. And that's what that's what I was looking for. I was looking for something authentic, and I got it. So kudos to that. So what was I saying? When I came to Nigeria last year with you, I saw so many opportunities that people living down there could not see. And because we have the financial power as well coming from the diaspora, we have the possibility to make things happen a lot quicker. We can create jobs a lot quicker. We can, somebody coming with maybe 10,000 US dollars, you can start your own company tomorrow.
Right.
And employ people. I'm specifically, yes, best tour ever, Suzanne, absolutely. And I am in the real estate industry, and I've been in the real estate industry in the UK for over 10 years now, and the possibility of getting into the real estate industry in Nigeria is just so endless. For example, with this lockdown that the whole world is experiencing, I myself as a landlord, 50% of my markets is collapsed, completely gone. Yes, I deal in long-term rentals and I deal in short-term rentals. So my short-term rentals is just gone. That's it, you know.
Right.
However, at this point in time, my Nigerian, business is picking up big time, and that is a surprise to me. I wouldn't have expected to pick up that quickly, but the Nigerian business is picking up. So, being in the real estate in Nigeria, um, for somebody looking for a plot of land, you can literally get a plot of land for less than $200, a plot of
Right.
land, and that is in Ogun State. In
Abeokuta? Are they there?
Abeokuta,
Abeokuta.
Abeokuta, absolutely, yes. I mean, you can buy land as well in Ibadan, which is just about maybe an hour and a half to
Mhm.
to Lagos. Abeokuta is less than
45 minutes.
2 hours.
Well, Abeokuta like what? No, you gotta get off. You gotta get off.
Lagos.
Yeah. You gotta get
Yeah,
off the
to
road.
Lagos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abeokuta to Lagos is probably about 2 hours, less than 2 hours. But from Lagos, from Ibadan to Abeokuta, it's probably about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not
And
far from
it's not,
Legos.
no, it's not far at all. And with the Dangote refinery that's being built at the moment in Lagos, that opens up to a wide range of investment opportunities there.
Right.
So, so you have a question?
So after when you finish, I'll ask my question.
Right. Okay. So, a wide range of investment opportunities. So, right now, Dangote refinery is set to bring directly probably about 150,000 jobs, direct jobs, and indirectly probably 500,000 jobs. So those people are going to be added to the already huge population of Lagos, which is about 22 million people. So that is going to bring up, the population is going to increase. And where are those people going to live? They need houses. They need affordable houses. So there are plenty of real estate investment that's being built at the moment. And you can buy literally, uh, sorry, someone was calling me, sorry. You can buy at this point in time a real estate, a one-bedroom flat for, let's say, 7 million naira, which is probably about 10,000 pounds for
Right.
one bedroom flat. And
Which is about 15,000 USD roughly. Like, well,
maybe less,
about 15,000 USD, 14,000 USD.
for
Yeah.
7 million. Okay. So for
Yeah.
somebody, you're right. Okay. So for somebody who has some cash sitting in the bank right now, dollars sitting in the bank right now, invest in something that is going to bring, legacy, residual income, passive income for long term. Instead of instead of parking your dollars in the bank here. And the thing is, I don't know if you guys follow the economists. Dollar is losing value. Dollar is losing value, and with the economic crash that we are literally entering into right now, I would not advise anybody to just sit down and just park, money in the bank doing nothing. So.
It's a question. Shout out to Black Freedom 656. Are lawyers in high demand in Nigeria and is technically bringing in jobs for lawyers? I think I've met more lawyers in Nigeria than here in America. Like everybody's a lawyer in Nigeria.
Everybody's a lawyer in Nigeria.
There's a shortage on doctors, but lawyers, I think there's plenty of lawyers in Nigeria.
The lawyers, pretty much everybody is a lawyer in Nigeria. But
Yeah,
if you are a doctor, you are a nurse, you're an electrician, you're into plumbing, you are into farming, you're into if you're a teacher, uh, what else? Any kind of, you're in logistics, transportation, logistics, that kind of thing. You will make it in Nigeria. You will, because those are the things that are in high demand,
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: as far as logistically, now, from my understanding, they're supposed to build an airport by the refinery. Did you hear about that?
In where the current one is?
No, there's an airport already by the new Dangote refinery. They said they're going to
Oh,
supposed to be an airport.
I'm talking about the Muritala, the main
No, no,
one
no,
in
no, no,
Lagos.
no. They were saying they're going to build another airport out by the
Yeah,
refinery.
I heard it.
Any truth to that? You think, or
In that area,
it would definitely be needed logistically.
yeah. I don't know what is going on there. I don't know if they're going to build it, but I do know that Dangote refinery is going to be there. The Africa Free Trade Zone is there with all the
Right.
ports and everything. Um, so it's likely there might be a small, regional airport there, which is going to be again a massive game changer if it happens.
Let's see here. What other questions do we have in the chat room? Willie, I'll let you. Can you want to take some questions?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
Willie, I'm gonna send you the link, Willie. I think I still got your email address. Hold on one second. And everyone, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so much for joining. People who super chatted, thank you so much for super chatting. And once again, I thank everybody for the support. I love you all. If you love me, I love you too.
I think you do have a lot of love from your followers.
Yeah,
You know,
and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the. Somebody says yes, a new airport in Seaport. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be needed.
people, great. Mm.
So let me hold on one second. Willie Fungo, I just sent you the link. Go ahead and call in. Like I said, we'll take a couple call-ins. So you can ask your questions and we could be interactive. Now, Tyler, what are people missing out on if they don't at least consider, because people are talking with Rwanda, of course, Ghana. What are people missing out on if they don't at least take a look at Nigeria?
Yeah. Okay. What people are missing out on is the fact that, you know, um, look at what the Chinese are doing.
Right.
Last time when I was in Nigeria, I saw actually two Chinese people. I saw one Chinese literally by the side of the road selling fruits and roasting corns.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah. In VI. He
oh,
was it was by the roadside. He was roasting corns and he was selling fruits.
uh,
Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is, as I saw another Chinese, literally a lady. She was in the market, she just with her slippers, going around just buying things like she owns the place.
right.
And the third thing is that when you are flying from, when your plane is landing, you can see the whole Chinatown from the plane. Have you seen that before,
Oh, you can
Dynast?
actually see it when you're on the bridge headed to the island.
Yeah, the whole red fence all around.
Yeah. I haven't seen it from the sky, but you can see it when you're headed to the island on a bridge. Headed to the
Yeah. I literally saw the whole Chinatown area being built. Everything is red fence and everything. And I'm saying to myself, if these guys are here, there's a reason why they're here. And when I go, because I'm also into farming, when
right.
I go into my farm and someone says to me, "Oh, that is a Chinese farm there, massive Chinese farm," I that is giving me an urgency
Right.
to to do quicker and better and faster. We are missing out by not getting involved in our
Right.
own markets. Right now, you can buy 1 acre of farmland for less than $1,500,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got 6 plots of land. That's 1 acre.
Mm.
If we don't take advantage of what we've got right now, we still have the time. And Nigeria is a big giant of Africa. We can still afford, you can still be able to buy cheap, investment, cheap assets. If we don't take advantage of that, unfortunately, other people will take advantage of it. So, what people are missing out on pretty much everything,
Uh-huh.
pretty much everything.
All right. Willie Fungo, go ahead.
Let me go back to that airport
Hold on,
issue.
Willie, let me ask you, where in Nigeria are you from?
The Akwa Ibom area. I was born in the U.S., but my parents are from the Akwa Ibom area.
Oh, Akwa Ibom. Do you know that Akwa Ibom is actually offering free land to property developers?
I
Hey,
did not.
Willie, I had to mute you because there's an echo on your end. I don't know if you have like a headset or, but go
Uh,
ahead.
you're still hearing it?
Well, it's just when we talk, it's like a little bit of an echo, but just go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I'm not aware that they have the free land there. That is interesting, though.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but yeah,
was.
what I wanted to say about that airport in Lekki. So projects like that, they always get stalled because of lack of funding. And right now, the only one who is willing to fund projects like that is China. They're building a port in Lekki too. That project is actually, I just read it and it's the news story. It's actually being equity financed by China, which means they're going to own it. But that's ultimately like that's the only thing that's moving in Africa right now in terms of infrastructure, because we can wait for the government to fund it and it'll never get done.
Yeah.
But
Willie, and Willie, unfortunately, the new and it's been almost 2 years. I don't know why it's not finished. So they're building a new terminal at Murtala Muhammad, and it's still not open. It's being built by because when the Chinese come in, they'll put their flag up,
yeah,
they let you know like we're building here. So when you leave Murtala Muhammad right now, and there's a new terminal next door, you see the Chinese flag, and I'm just like, when will this terminal be open? It's almost been 2 years.
yeah. I mean, I think they just finished one in Abuja though.
No, that's been done. That's been done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the issue with investing in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
So this is a country that does not have 24-hour electricity. That is not a good place to do business. I'm sorry, it's just not. Because with any business, power is going to be the vast majority of your expenses. So if you're going to try and do a business and you're running a generator for like $100 a day, I mean, that's going to eat into your profits. So I mean,
Well,
I'm just not seeing how we get like we say invested in Nigeria. Well, there's other African countries that have better electricity, better roads, better governance, better everything than Nigeria.
I agree. I agree that the government that we have in Nigeria right now is a shame. It doesn't represent the people. But again, what I'm trying to say is, if we the diasporans, if we remain in the diaspora,
Mm.
what do you think is going to happen?
Mm.
Ghana brought back the diasporans, and that's why they're saying changes. If we Nigerians we get stuck here and we just badmouth our country,
Right.
which generation is going to repair it? The generation of our parents, unfortunately, they all fled, they all ran away. What will the generation of my children get if I sit down here and say, oh, Nigeria is hasn't got electricity? I'm not even looking when I'm investing in Nigeria. I'm not even waiting for NEPA is the people that are in charge of the electricity. I'm not even looking for NEPA to give me electricity. I'm putting in solar panels. I'm putting in my boreholes. I'm not allowing the government to stop me from investing in the country, to take advantage of the country. That is a very, very easy option. And those are the reasons that our parents gave for leaving Nigeria. Oh, there's no electricity. Oh, they're not paying me my salary on time. This and that. They all left. Look at Nigeria we've got today. Much worse. Much worse. But the thing is, there has to be a generation that's going to shed the blood, and that generation.
Exactly. So I'm waiting for the people who are living in Nigeria now to do what they got to do to fix that country, because ultimately it's the laziness.
Yeah, but Willie, it's just really the issue is if you wait to the people in Nigeria to fix the country, by the time you get to Nigeria, the Chinese are going to pretty much own it.
The
So
No,
people,
I'm
the
not,
people, the people living in Nigeria, they are battered and bruised. They are tired.
They're cowards.
We, the diaspora, we're supposed to come in, bring in our skills, bring in our finances, and lead. And show them money and employ them.
Right now, if you invest in Nigeria, 9 times out of 10 you'll lose money because the country is a money pit.
Hold on, really, you have
Nigeria, and I'm getting money. I've been investing in Nigeria since last year.
I mean, look, there's some things you can do. Like,
I'm losing money here in the UK.
Okay,
in Nigeria.
Okay, let's say you invest in Nigeria, right? And the currency devalues, for example. And you're trying to take your money out of the country. It's worth less than you put in. Like the oil price is $12
right now.
Let me make a point.
Everything is devaluing right now. If you leave your Western money in the bank right now, you're losing money. So
but you lose like 2% a year. That's nothing. Nigeria, you're going to lose 20-30% a year.
No, that is. Let me tell you, if you understand what money is, what is money? Money is paper. The money we've got here in the Western world is not even backed by gold. It's just fiat money. It's nothing. It's cotton.
Look, this is something that everyone can look at. Look at the chart of the US dollar compared to the Nigerian naira over the last 10 years. See which one is going up and which one is going down. The naira used to be 1 naira equaled $1. That was when my parents came to the US. 1 naira was $1. Now it's $1 is 450 naira. And it's getting worse.
Really, I agree with you. But who is devaluing the value of naira? Who is behind the
Let me explain why.
Willie, hold on, dude. This is the thing. We could continue with the facts and what I call stalling tactics, or we could go do something about it.
I agree with you.
Willie. I just, I'm all the numbers and the facts, and the World Bank said this, and US.
Look,
at the end of the day, you can either go and play a role in fixing the issues, or we can stay in America, stay in the UK, go to China and get dumped on the streets and cry and complain. I mean,
fair enough. So there are some investments that I think are good. Land, for example, is good, but not going and buying really cheap land in the bush somewhere. The best land to buy is in Abuja. Big cities that are growing.
Listen, let me tell you something, Willie. Let me tell you something. I'm from Sacramento, California. All right.
Yeah.
What was considered the bush when I was growing up, now they have huge market. Like, listen, when I was in elementary school, say my mom or my grandma would have bought a plot of land in Sacramento that was considered the bush at that time. If they would have held on to that land to right now, we would be millionaires. So again, every time I go back to anywhere in Africa, everything's developing. The roads are getting better. The electricity is getting more stable. Infrastructure getting more stable. So again, Willie, you got to think long term. And then to buy land in Abuja, I'm pretty sure if you have the money to, then by all means, go for it. But if you get a piece of land for $1,500, farmland, and just sit on it for, that thing is long term. Like I tell people will go. People, they'll ask me, hey, Dynast, when I get my goal, what if I want to cash out? I'm like, no, you want to hold on to it. But again, you have to think long term, Willie. I just think you're not thinking long term. Because again, where I'm from in Sacramento, like there are areas when I was a little kid that was nothing but just grass and fields. And I drive by it today, it's huge shopping malls and I'm hearing stories from my friends like, yeah, so-and-so owned that land back when they're little. They just sold it 2 years ago. So to these developers, and they're millionaires now. So Willie, I hear you, but you got to think long term, man.
Let me give you 2 examples. Willie, please let me just interject here. Let me give you 2 examples. When I came to London in 2001, I was offered an opportunity to buy a 5-bedroom house in London for £80,000. For me, I said, the area is zone 3. If I want to buy something, I will buy in zone 1. I passed on the opportunity. Now today, that £80,000 house is now worth over £1 million. Over £1 million. Okay. Now let me give you an example number 2. This time around last year, I bought 15 plots of land in Abeokuta. Okay, that is my first, one of my first investments in Nigeria. 15 plots of land. I bought each plot for less than 200 quid. Okay. About 8 months later, I got a text from the estate I bought it from and say, look, Taiwo, look at the ground, look at they literally tarred the road. They are now building a dam in that area, and which means that dam is going to provide electricity for the whole Ogun State, which means that my investment is already gone up by 100%.
Willie, when's the last time you've been to Nigeria?
So last year I visited Ikata Pene in 2019.
Okay. Well, and really, just me. So I live in an area of Atlanta called the West End. It used to be crack infested, gang infested. You walk outside, you might get shot. Like they were literally giving away houses. You could, like 6 years ago, anybody who's from Atlanta, 8 years ago, you could buy houses for like $50,000 and $60,000 USD. Now, even with what's going on, you're not getting into the West End for less than $400,000.
You're talking about where the new stadium is, right? The Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
But even then, but even then, Willie, before that, when they built the old stadium, they were talking about how everything's going to change and all this other stuff. But still, it stayed the same. But now, it's just, again, one thing about Africa, property values wherever you go are going up. Wherever you go, every time I go back, everything's going up. Something. I was in Kumasi, like for example, I was in Kumasi, Ghana. I know it's a different country. I was in Kumasi, Ghana last year. I've been going for the past 3 years. Every time I go, something new's being built, new developments. That's just the way it is. So
let me ask you something. How do you compare Ghana with Nigeria? Because I've never been to Ghana.
I'm Nigeria all the way.
Like, which one's more developed? More organized?
See, this is the thing. I haven't been to Abuja yet.
Yeah, you really should go. Abuja is pretty nice, to be honest. I think Lagos. I do not like Lagos.
Okay, let me say this, Willie. For a city of 22 million people, Lagos is actually Lagos is actually a very functional city. Now you have this issue. I'm not saying it's perfect, but for a city of 22 million people, it's not that bad. Like I would rather be in Lagos than New York.
Nah, I don't like New York either, to be honest.
So I mean, it's just go ahead, Taiwo. I'm sorry.
I mean, when it comes to investment, when it comes to business, Lagos is the number one choice for anyone that's going to Nigeria. Is Lagos. They've got, because obviously it used to be the capital of Nigeria, and it's got the infrastructure. Everything is in there. I agree that Abuja is beautiful. It's a gorgeous, capital. However, when it comes to business, Abuja is not the first thing that comes to people's minds. It's Lagos, because it's got the population, it's near pretty much everything. It's got the seas. You can hop on the boat. You can go to another country. So in terms of business, Lagos is number one choice at the moment. I'm not saying Abuja is not going to be, but Lagos is the place. Do you speak? Is it because you don't? Is it because you are Igbo? Are you Igbo or are you Yoruba?
I'm not Igbo.
You're not Igbo.
In Akwa Ibom, the people are Ibibio or Efik or Calabaya. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I do get this kind of this kind of opinions from people who are not Yorubas.
Definitely.
When I speak with, because Lagos is in Yoruba land, and you feel unsecured in terms of your investment, which I do understand.
No, that's not the problem. There's some cultural differences. I don't really want to get into this.
But
so I'm going to leave that alone.
There's a lot of Igbos, a lot of Hausas in Lagos, a lot of everybody. It's just a melting pot. Nobody's bothering anybody. Everybody is there for the business.
Well, okay, so Lagos is much dirtier than other parts of Nigeria. So, like, honestly, when people make Lagos the representation of Nigeria. It kind of annoys me because, like, I don't like how dirty that city is.
It depends which part you go to. I mean, come on now.
It depends.
I mean, Echo Atlantic is nice. Have you been to Echo Atlantic?
I've been,
I like Echo Atlantic, but other than that, I mean,
Echo Atlantic is empty at the moment. It's not even 10%
yeah,
built.
I know.
High rises. Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I know, but like you look at Victoria Island, you're talking about these mediocre looking houses selling for millions.
Okay, I mean,
and then the mainland. Look, the mainland of Lagos is terrible.
Hold on. Right now in California, in the Bay Area, in Oakland and San Francisco, they have one bed, like 2-bedroom, 600 square foot houses that look like shacks, selling for $1 million. So really, again,
yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
And let me just go back to you saying, Lagos is dirty. Have you been to Paris? I grew up in Paris. Have you been to Paris?
No, I've never been to Paris.
Okay, let me tell you, Paris is the filthiest place you have ever seen. When I'm walking outside in Paris, my eyes is not in front, my eyes is on the floor because you got shit, you got dog shit everywhere. Everywhere you got dog shit. Everywhere when it rains, it smells. The stench of Paris is beyond. It just goes straight into your brain. So don't tell me, don't say, hey, Lagos is dirty. Compared to Lagos and compared to Paris, I would take Lagos any day.
And then Willie, and then I'm gonna get you off, Willie. Get somebody else on. In Los Angeles, downtown, filthy. I lived in downtown LA for 3 years. Absolutely filthy. Then on top of that, you have an area called Skid Row, which has the highest homeless population probably on the planet.
On the planet, yeah.
Right there on Skid Row. You will literally walk outside your door. A junkie is shooting up. You'll see heroin needles, all over the floor, all over the ground. I mean, but Willie, just come on, bro. Yeah. Really, but we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
All right, go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
You said these are the kind of things that pains me the most because, unfortunately, the biggest people who badmouth Nigeria are Nigerians.
Right.
The people that they were telling me don't go to Nigeria. Nigeria is dangerous for throughout my 20s were Nigerians, and that is an issue. That is a huge issue.
Yeah. So
you don't see the Chinese badmouthing their country. You don't see other races badmouthing their countries. And we are here just following the propaganda of the media, talking nonsense about our country. Nigeria is a great country. It's a great country.
So. And I'm missing so much. I was supposed to be there last month. I'm supposed to be going next month, but August. I will be there.
I was praying hard. I said, I'm still going in May. I'm going in May, and then I received an email from my airline company saying, they've canceled my flight. I said, devastated, but I can't wait. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to be there in, whenever it opens up.
Now, let me ask you. So you mentioned your real estate investments in the UK because of what's going on. You're kind of in the hole, I guess, or in the red. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the way I manage my business, I never put all my eggs in one basket.
Right.
So I have long-term, tenants, and I've got short-term. So the short-term of my business has collapsed completely.
Okay. Would you, because of the uncertainty, would you liquidate and put that in Nigeria, or would you still hold on to those properties in the UK?
You see, this is one thing I always say. If I'd known, if I had this knowledge 10 years ago before I started investing heavily in this country, I wouldn't have invested more than 1 or 2 houses in this place. I wouldn't have invested more than 1 or 2, real estate in this place. So, yeah, depending on how the economy goes, I will look at the best option. And right now, the option for me is Nigeria.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll take one more call. Let's see here. Send me an email, Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com, and I will send you the link. Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com. I will send you the link, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Kyle, how can people contact you who are interested in, and listen, people who are serious, okay, in investing in Nigeria? How can people contact you?
Right. Okay. I'm actually glad that you mentioned people are serious because some people, some people will email me. I would want to use me as Google. I'm not Google. I don't. There's a lot of information you can get online that you don't need to ask me. So for people who are serious, you can contact me. My website is globalafricaninvestorsalliance.com. My emails is on there. And also for people who are serious, I have 3 different packages on my website. For one package is the business package, and that is to help people relocate. That is people who want to start a business in Nigeria. They've got families. They want to buy, real estate and just relocate there permanently. We will help them. We will work with them over, 12 months to 18 months to find schools for their children, find what kind of careers, what kind of jobs can be done there, and how they can set up their business as well. So we work with them for within 12 months to 18 months. The second package is people who want to get involved in real estate. So we have we help you in terms of that, get the right properties, get the right tenants, or is it going to be long term or short term? Where's the market? Which areas you want to invest in? Is it going to be Lagos? Is it going to be Ibadan? Is it going to be Abuja? So we help you establish your real estate business there. And the third package is the business club, and that is for those people who want to still remain here, but wants to get investment in Nigeria. I work with a double dozen of people through that package, where they've invested in land, they've invested in real estate, they've invested in farmland, and we, Gaia, with our team in Nigeria, we help them manage their investments. They get their money, passive income, but they're still living here. So we have those 3 packages available, for people.
Let me ask you this: do you believe in? Because to me personally, as far as if I were in your position, for people who are serious, I personally think they should come and visit first. Me personally, but I know some people. I think some people. Okay, do you believe in coming to visit first, or just buying sight unseen?
I mean, it depends on people's disponibility. I needed to come. I started investing in Nigeria before I came to your tour.
Right.
And I hadn't been back, to Nigeria for almost 10 years. So I studied, but it depends on what people want. It's I'm the kind of person that would just jump and then I would think after. I'm a risk taker. So it depends on people's personalities. So, yeah, if you want to come and visit first. Come on Dynast tours, and visit, and then here we go. I mean, you and I think that at some point we need to put together a business tour.
Absolutely.
Put a business tour together.
You all get together and let's do it in November. Let's do it in November. Why not?
November. Yeah,
let's talk about it offline, but let's do it in November. Yeah. So
November. Yeah.
We'll keep it more focused on business. We still got to go to Otaruo. We have to go to Otaruo.
Yeah.
But
of course,
we'll keep it focused on. Absolutely, we'll talk about it. Offline.
Yeah.
All right. So I know a couple of people asked for the link. I'm waiting for you guys to email me. If you don't email me, we'll go ahead and close out. Again, the email is Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com. Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com. Send me an email. I will see you the link, and you can come on and ask a question.
Okay, I just want to add another thing as well. We've got a YouTube page which is of the same name, Global African Investors.
Okay.
Go up there. We've got over 40 different videos on there, talking about different kind of careers that are possible and in Nigeria, careers, investment opportunities possible in Nigeria. Got videos of some of the land that we sell. So yeah, go in there, subscribe. We're looking for more subscribers. Subscribe and just follow us there, really.
All right, guys. So make sure you go to. Let me ask you: is your YouTube page on your site?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, you just
So guys,
click.
make sure when you go to the site, make sure you subscribe as well to the YouTube page. Please do that.
Yeah. There's a pool of information there. So yeah.
All right, Lecky 2003. I just sent you the link. You will be the last call in, and then we'll close out. Lecky 2003. I just sent you the link. So we are waiting on you. All right, Kyle Reese said he just subscribed to the channel.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So make sure you go and support our sister Taiwo. Okay. Kellen Cash. Hey, I wanted the link. Okay. You want to call in, Kellen? Okay. So, and let me address this. I see a lot of people saying, "Hey, Dinah, why waste time with people like Willie Fungo?" I mean, me personally, I like to bring on differing opinions. You know what I mean? So we can hear like both sides of the story, and then you could break down their story and know it's BS. But you guys aren't going to know that unless we bring people like Willie on. Because I mean, what Willie is saying, it's just it doesn't make any sense. Buy land in Abuja. Okay, if you got the money, yeah, go ahead. Well, I wouldn't buy land in certain areas. Well, I mean, Willie, just again, I'll tell my story in Sacramento. Literally, Sacramento, outside of where I live, like 3 miles from me, 4 miles from me, I would say that would be south. What would be considered the bush? And they were giving land away when I was a little kid. Now it's developed shopping malls, shopping centers, schools, residential developments, you know. And then my friend Alfred, who I was born and raised with in Sacramento, he said, "Yeah, man, you know, our friend Blase Ronze had that. Remember that land he had by the freeway? We were growing up. Yeah, he just sold it for $800,000 to a developer."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just.
I mean, people like Willie's opinion, you know, they're valid, you know, because we need to address that kind of opinion. So I do welcome this kind of point of view, positive or negative. And just to add to your Sacramento story, when I came to another story, when I came to London, there's an area of London that is called Hackney. So Hackney used to be the blackest area of London. Black, you know, blackety black. And in the 1970s and 80s, literally the council was giving away houses for £1.
Are you? Well, that's how it is right now in Baltimore.
For £1, you know, in the 80s, in 70s and 80s, it was for £1. Right. And literally in the mid, let's say 2005, 2006. You could not buy a flat in Hackney anymore. If you want to buy, you're talking about £1 million. Today you can't even, if you're not a millionaire, you can't even buy in Hackney anymore. And this is within 20 years. In the 80s, they were begging people to go and just take those houses, begging people. Wow. And there was a documentary on TV a couple of years ago. This guy got his house. It's pretty much a three house over 3 floors. He got it for £1, and at that point in time, the house was worth $1 million.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Kellen Cash.
Kellen, how are you?
What's going on? DNT talking about Nigeria. How y'all doing?
Oh, my favorite guy. How are you?
Good. I'm blessed over here by the best. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Fine. Great. How's your wife? How's your children?
Everything is cool and chilling, and I'm enjoying the conversation. And I wanted to just say this part. First of all, that Willie guy, he would have been blocked because he's that negative energy. That's not what you guys are talking about. You guys are talking about.
Okay. It's not a problem at all.
Yeah, and you know,
I would actually pay for his flight to come with me to Nigeria. I would pay for him to come with me in Nigeria. I was supposed to.
Willie, be in the chat.
Well, there's a lot. If you're paying for trips around this time, you could do a whole, show on that alone. But I want to talk about, and if you guys, I just wanted to ask the question, can you let the people know? Because that's the number one question that I get is, okay, if we buy land, can we then get residency? Can we then get citizenship? What's the process? A lot of folks want to know how Prince got his. And I say, it's Africa, man. Anything is possible, but you have to put in the work. And some things have to be told when you're there versus telling the world, because there's no magic pill, but it's all about relationships. But can you talk about even opening up a bank account? Can a foreigner open up a bank account in Nigeria right now just to get the process started? Because some Americans have $1,200 worth of money that they don't know what to do. And Best Buy and all these places are about to, sell out of TVs whenever they open. So that was my question.
Kellen, I would say this about citizenship. Sorry, Taiwo. So there's a basketball player, Black American. All right. And let me pull it up real quick. Who just got his citizenship. Hold on. What's his name? I'm gonna get it right now. No. Hold on. God, be patient. I gotta look. No. He. Where's my phone at? Goodness. Oh, it's right here. He wasn't. No. He's not. He's not at all. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on. I just because I'll lose my train of thought if somebody else goes. So I want you guys to look this story up. His name is Spencer Dinwiddie. Okay. He's a basketball player. Spencer Dinwiddie. Look it up. Google it. In fact, I'll show the story right now.
But Dynast, are you saying, he's a basketball player, you're an athlete, and Christ is actor?
This is what I'm saying, Kellen. This is what I'm saying. Let me talk. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you come and offer something of value, you can get things done. But and this is what I've been telling my friends who are running to Ghana looking for citizenship or running wherever. If you just come with the, hey, I'm Black American, welcome me to Africa. You have to come with something of value and something to offer. And I'm not saying monetary, but you have to come and make an impact. That's what I'm saying. Be ready when you come to Africa. Be ready to come and make an impact, and doors will open for you. So let me show the story real quick. Let me share this. No, Chrome tab. Here we go. Nets guard Spencer Dinwiddie to play for Nigerian national team at upcoming Olympics. After not earning invitation to play for Team USA in the upcoming Summer Olympics, Brooklyn Nets star Spencer Dinwiddie is making other plans. Dinwiddie is working to acquire a Nigerian passport so that he can play for Nigeria in the rescheduled Tokyo Olympics next year, according to Shams Karina of the Atlantic. Dinwiddie will play for the Golden State Warriors top assistant Mike Brown. So Mike Brown is coaching the Nigerian national team. In February, announced that he will take over the Nigerian national team this past February. Let's see here. And this is him right here. Wow. Born in Los Angeles, California, Black American parents. He's playing for the national team. So, the thing I tell people, just come and be ready to make an impact on your local community, and you can get things done. That's why I tell people, they go to Ghana, they go straight to Accra. Yeah. And it's like, okay, if you don't have hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, you're not going to make an impact. That's why I'm like, look, go to Kumasi, get with the chiefs and kings of Kumasi, and they can get things done for you. There's an exception to everything. So, people used to question, like, Dynast, man, why are you always in the villages and the bush and this and that and other?
Well, that's where That's where the kings are.
Yeah,
That's
that's where the culture is. That's exactly because I tell people when I first went to Africa, I went to Tanzania. I was in Dar es Salaam. It looked like I was in Atlanta. So I asked, where can I get the culture at? They said you got to go to the village in not Zanzibar, but where the Maasai were. So that's where I went. So when I go to Africa, that's where I spend my time. And then I just started asking questions like, hey, how can I get this done? How can I get that done? And then, I'm always documenting everything, putting it up, sending people, setting up. Like if I'm not coming, other people want to come and visit and they bring stuff. And so they're like, Dynast, yeah. So that's how you get things done, Kellen. You got to come make an impact.
And also, Kellen touched the point of open a bank account. Right now, we're working with Zenith Bank, and yes, we can through Gaia, we can help you open a bank account. Absolutely.
Oh, is there a link for that? Because I'll hit you up on WhatsApp, but everybody does not have that privilege to do that.
It's through one of the packages that we have on the website. So you need to buy into one of the packages, and that is one of the services that we offer, because it's a long process, because you don't have the nationality of Nigeria yet, and you're not in Nigeria either. So the procedure to get you to open a bank account is quite long. So yeah, it's one of the in our packages. So, but it is possible. It's possible.
And I can hear somebody say it's a long process to open up a bank account. Isn't it an expensive one? Because I know in Cameroon, in some banks, you need up to 200,000.
No. Once you open a bank account, you just put maybe $50 in it, so that the account is active, and that's it. You don't have to put millions of pounds in there.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Dynast. You didn't hear me saying you were special because you were a former athlete and supposed crisis actor, but I wanted to make sure.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I didn't have code board. I'm a crisis actor.
Yeah.
And another thing is that the moment you start investing in Nigeria, you start opening doors. You start opening big doors for you. So come to Nigeria, come and visit. Come and start investing, and before you know it, you've got your nationality, and you're an African. And this is what I say to the Caribbean people from the Caribbean, or people from from America. I just want you to think one thing, that there's no security in the West. And I would advise you, even if you don't intend to leave, I'm with the ADOS, the FBA, the whatever I support your fight. I really do. If you can, whatever you can get it. I support you. However, one thing I would say, because the land in Nigeria is so cheap at the moment, just buy one plot of land and just keep it for your grandchildren, for the legacy. At least you've got your piece of the motherland that is yours. Please, just think about it. You don't need to move. You don't need to, do anything. You just put in your $200 or $300, buy a plot of land, just leave it there and let your grandchildren enjoy it. Every black man on this planet should own a piece of Africa.
Say that again. That's a whole nother show. Say that again, Taiwo. That's a whole nother show.
Every black man on this planet should own a piece of Africa. Honestly, have something. If our brothers and sisters in Brazil are listening, please visit, go to my website, get yourself a piece of Mama Africa, please, because I am just very afraid that if we in diaspora don't do anything, other people would just take it off. They would just sniff Africa off our feet.
Right. Did we help you out, Kelly?
You did. Thank you. Blessings. Talk to y'all shortly.
Thank you, Kellen. Thank you.
All right. I mean, shoot. Anything else? Hold on. This Lecky, go ahead. Last caller. Lecky, go ahead. Lecky.
Yeah, hi Taiwo, how you doing?
Hi, Lekki. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, hi Dynast.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, interesting discussion. I didn't join early, so I didn't really get the whole of your conversation. But yeah, I've been thinking of doing some investments in Nigeria actually. Looking at Lagos particularly, and I've been thinking, okay, how am I going to be able to invest in Nigeria when the mortgage system doesn't really work there? Is that something you can talk about in terms of mortgages? Then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's some, a lot of the real estate development there are private. So we do, on our website, for example, there are some developers that offer mortgage facilities, but it's not mortgage in terms of that is tied to any bank. It's just something that is written within their own, company. So let's say that you want to invest in a real estate, you put down the deposit, and you would pay over 5 years or over 10 years, if you want. Because if you look at the mortgage system, the way it works in the West, in the West, you will get your mortgage, you've got like maybe 3, 4, maybe 5% maximum interest rate. In Nigeria, you're looking at 20, 30%. So it's not even worth it to go, that route. So the best thing is you either buy outright. The real estate are pretty much cheap, compared to here. Here you buy the real estate for maybe $200,000, $300,000. You get the same real estate for maybe $20,000 in Nigeria. So most people in the diaspora tend to just pay outright within 12 months. But if 12 months, is not enough for you, you can negotiate it, for maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. The longest I've seen is 10 years. So yeah, that is just case by case that we do it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm looking at your website now, and you have the Fairfield apartments.
Yeah.
I've not actually looked at that. I mean, I've not looked at. I mean, I've not been able to go to Nigeria and look at it, but you have a
I
three
can
bedroom.
send you a brochure. I can send you a brochure on Fairfield. That Fairfield is actually one of our most popular estates. That's selling in Gaia. That's one of our most popular one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll be interested to look at it at least and see, okay, what I can do because, well, obviously, I'm Nigerian. I'm from the southwest, so
Okay.
I'm probably going to be. Yeah, I'm Yoruba. Yeah, I'm probably
Do
going
you
to be.
speak Yoruba?
If I speak,
She also Yoruba.
Monso Yoruba,
Ah,
da.
That's very good. That's very, very good. Ìgbà wo lo lọ sí Nàìjíríà gbẹ̀yìn?
2016.
2016. Ah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Kò tí ì pẹ́ tó.
Debo Lotiwa. Debo Lotiwa.
Ibo ló ti wá?
Ondo State mo ti wà.
Ondo
Okay.
State lèmi náà ti wá. Ondo State lèmi náà ti wá.
Ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Bowo Lati Ororuro Osun.
Ororúwò.
Mi ti dé mo máa ń gba Ọ̀ṣun State lọ sí Ondo náà ṣebí.
Hey.
Yes. So
Oye mi.
ọjọ́ kan mo lè lọ sí Ororúwò náà.
Hey, next time tó bá wá sí Nàìjíríà, lọ sórorúwò wà pa gan ló wà pa.
Yes, definitely. Máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay, okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. So I'll definitely get in touch with you because I'm really interested in this, and if we can negotiate something, that would be good.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we're very good. We're very close to the developers of Gaia, so the terms and of sales is very flexible. So whatever you can afford, we'll work around it.
Yeah. And you don't have any property in Eco Atlantic, do you?
Man,
Let
okay.
me tell you something.
Okay.
Eco Atlantic, first of all, is Lebanese. It doesn't belong to Nigerians.
Oh, okay.
And secondly, Eco Atlantic is I wouldn't even. I visited because I was thinking about getting something in there. It's not. You're looking at $1 million for a 3-bedroom flat.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah, that's expensive.
it's ridiculous. It's not even it's ridiculous. And also when I went to visit it, because I'm into construction, so I'm looking at the finishing of the works, the tiling, You know, you see tiling like that, and you're asking for $1 million, and the tiling is like that. One tile is like this, and one tile, they're not even straight. And then the finishing is just, it's just, you know, don't even think about it. It's just ridiculously expensive for no reason. I don't know. And at the moment, anyway, it's pretty much empty. I think there are only 3 buildings, you know, built there. And to be honest with you, it's, if you want to have the authentic Nigerian experience, Eco Atlantic is not it. It's just plastic.
Right. And then there's nothing around it. Like there's no development.
Around it.
Oh.
It's full of you know, foreigners.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I was just. I mean, it does look like it's a good place to invest. I mean, if you're just looking at, okay, the value of the property and how it will appreciate in the future. Yeah, I think it's.
no, I calculated it. The return on investment is almost zero. For you to get return on your investment, you'll be looking at maybe 20, 30 years. There's
Yeah,
nothing there.
I think because the price is so jacked up right now that
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, when you can buy a 3-bedroom house in VI for, I don't know, maybe 25 million, and then in Eco Atlantic, you're looking at how many? You're looking at billions. If you translate $1 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to
VI
get
is just.
So you can't even recoup your investment in 20 years. You don't even get that kind of return on investment in the West, let alone in Nigeria. I mean, it's no high. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
somebody
Anyway, yeah.
somebody in chat was saying the Tinubu's own uh, Echo Atlantic and the Lebanese are just building it.
no.
Well, I would believe that because I mean he owns the Oriental Hotel, the
Tinubu,
Expressway. He owns that. I mean he owns just about everything
he
in that.
owns a few spots, but does he own the whole Eco Atlantic? No, foreigners do
I
own the
wouldn't be surprised because his hands are in everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tinubu's hands are in like Echo Atlantic. I wouldn't be surprised. So
Okay.
I don't know because I mean I found out he owned the toll on the Lekki Expressway. Or he doesn't
No,
own it. He still gets paid from it, like for the rest of his life.
does he own it, or is it the Chinese that own it?
No, well, I guess when he was governor, he made some stipulation where he gets paid revenue from the toll for the rest of his life, and then he owns the Oriental Hotel and some
Yeah.
other. So yeah, you never know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. We don't know. But what we'll do, we'll go. Lecky Odabo,
Okay. Okay. Odabo.
Okay.
Odabo.
Yeah, Odabo.
Drop me an email, and then we'll take things from there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll definitely do that. And yeah. So have a nice day, guys.
right,
Thanks for
take
having
care.
me on.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, and Dynast, I'd like to support your travels. I'd like to encourage people to travel with you to Oruro in August.
Let's come.
And for the next person that signs up to go, I'm going to be donating a shirt to them, a shirt from your website. I'll be donating a shirt from your website to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
shirts, a t-shirt.
No, a shirt that's the tops you sell in your website.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. You
Yeah.
see, the thing is with this Covoy thing, it's kind of I gotta wait for like because I can't even really get mail from like I have stuff at the Lagos airport that is just stuck there right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so hold off on that. But you
Yeah.
know what? I have some shirts here. We'll talk. We'll talk. Email. We'll talk because I have a
Yeah,
bunch.
yeah. So I just want to encourage people to go to Nigeria. It's a beautiful place. You're gonna have a good time. Yeah. And so yeah, thanks for having me on. And bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, so everyone, thank you for joining. Anything you'd like to share in closing, Taiwo?
Um, Yes, I mean, thank you very much for bringing me again on your show. Nigeria is definitely a place not to be forgotten. If you're looking to do business with Africa, if you're serious about business, if you're looking to build your business, Nigeria is definitely a place to start. And it's very easy to make the right connections in Nigeria because a lot of people are looking to do business with the people outside, with the diaspora. So a lot of people are very receptive to any ideas, any kind of, business, plans that you might have in your mind. Share it with us. If you want us to be involved, share it with us and we'll see how we will, make things happen. But Nigeria is definitely a place where getting connections is very easy, and getting a huge return on your investment is definitely even higher than in the West, I would say.
Absolutely. So, Taiwo, thank you so much for joining. Everybody, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, Dynast Amir, search for Uhuru. Peace.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.